Man, I sure hope we'll get some treatment soon. Remember when we started working at the warehouse? We thought life had nothing good in store for us. It was tough. Lucas, you there?
Jan, what's the matter?
Well, I have a favor to ask of you, sort of on the side. It might seem unconventional, but it's important.
What is it?
It's about a certain person called Benjamin Harris. It's possible he could have applied to participate in a Dolly mission in recent months. Do you think you could take a look in the candidate database and see if there's any trace of him?
And why exactly do you need to track him down?
He was very important to one of my alters. And not knowing if he's alive bothers him a lot. I'd like to help him.
Oh, I see. It's cool you care for him that way, but I can't just snoop around corporate databases at will. They're not that accessible.
Please? This is really important to me.
Look, I get it, but what do you want me to do? Break in? I mean, that would be illegal.
But it wouldn't be wrong.
I don't know. Look, no offense, but I think you're maybe a little lonely out there. That often leads to blowing insignificant things out of proportion. You know?
Look at you. The expert on human nature.
Very funny. What I mean is, why don't we stick to the role and not let our... Okay? There's still so much...
Is that a no?
Oh, it's a no. Yeah. I mean, you know, I can't do it. Sorry.
Shame. Well, what can I say? Talk later then.
Let's do that. Yeah. And just stay focused, Jan. Okay?
Sure thing.
I'm done here. Should I do this now? You need to do this? You want me to check it out?
Let's touch base.
Hey, want me to tackle this?
Are you settling in? You joined us at a difficult moment. Believe me, before I got here, I've seen some of the most unfriendly places to live on our home planet. Not much can put me off. Want to know what really impresses me? The variety of walks of life in this base, all belonging to one man. It's amazing how different we are. Yeah. Guess I got used to it by now. I don't think I ever will. I noticed something else, too. The others. They have a lot of common memories, many things that they can relate to, but me? I seem to be different. More different, I mean. I think it must be because I branched away at some much earlier point in time. I know the exact moment. Fight on the street on our way home from school. Some thugs robbing a teenager. So, that was it. Yeah. You went after them. I didn't. Wow. I acted on an impulse. Really think that such a small thing could have changed my life so completely? It was an act of courage. That's not a small thing. Courage? Huh. I don't think so. More like thoughtlessness. I never thought about what I'd do if I caught up with them. Like them. Luckily for me, I never did. But, I guess, without it, I'd have never seen an alternative to living with Mom and Dad. I'd never meet Edgar. Edgar, retired doctor, my mentor. Worked down the streets of the slum district I ventured to, distributing food and medicine to the needy. Took me under his roof and taught me that however much you do for others, there's always room for you to become a better person. You just have to see it. Sounds like a wise man. No wonder you preferred hanging around with him than with Pops. It's not that simple, but yeah. He gave me a sense of direction. Living for others. Freeing yourself from material needs and desires. Free from desires? Does that mean you're some sort of monk? No, Jan. Far from it. In fact, I was just going to approach you about something very human. Go on. Well, you see, I look around and I see amazing people, us, a unique group of extraordinary individuals. But what are we mostly preoccupied with? Efficiency. Scurrying and hurrying to get things done, prosaic tasks, repetitive activities. Even if we entertain ourselves, it's for a purpose. We never pause, because we're so afraid to die. But eventually, we will die anyway, right? Of course, but it does make a difference if we die now or later. Who knows? Maybe it makes more of a difference if we die happy or not. The only thing certain is the present moment, Jan. And I know one thing. We're not cherishing it enough. How can we cherish it? We can stop for a second and enjoy something special together. Let me prepare a feast for our group to feed not just the body, but the soul. Make everyone feel that even if their material has to end, their existence will be timeless. A feast to celebrate our mortality on, let go of our fear. What do you say? And what would you need to prepare such a feast? Don't worry, not much. I'm used to running a mass kitchen with only the basic ingredients. But I like to experiment with some recipes first. So I guess I'd like to ask you for some time and a decent amount of fresh greenhouse product. All right, what I can do. Thank you. Let me know when I can start experimenting. What happened in the kitchen? You look pale. Something's wrong with the fridge. I got sick from spoiled food. I'm sorry. You must feel terrible. I appreciate your empathy, but feeding people is all about trust, so let's make sure that food is safe for everybody, okay?
Should I resolve this? Hey, man. Want me to lend a hand with this? Done. Should I take care of this now? I'm done. Should I do this now? use?
Okay, I'd like you to start testing your recipes. Thank you, Jan. You won't regret it. Would you like me to take care of that? Hey, how are you holding up? It's, all very confusing. Things are happening so quickly. I've just woken up to this strange reality, and now... death? I thought I was prepared for it when I applied for this mission, but it doesn't make any sense. Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Is that my Crooked Tester's t-shirt? Mm-hmm. Still a damn good band. Oh, man. I remember the wild party we threw after they won that lawsuit against their record label. A beautiful demonstration of strength derived from unity. You wanted to talk about something? Yeah, I've been laying low, just observing the situation from a distance, but I think it's time you and I talked. Okay. So, you're a builder. Yeah. For a corporation. Yeah. And you weren't supposed to have any responsible role on this mission. And what's your point? Well, I'll be upfront with you. It pains me to see what you've become. Really? Yeah. I know it sounds funny from a guy who just popped out of a jar, but I know you, Jan, and I know what you once wanted. I'm dying to know. You, Jan Dolski, wanted to be a leader. True. And now that you mention it, I do recall having juvenile fantasies about it. Remember our fierce ocelot survival camp? We got to the rank of patrol guide at 12. You can call that a juvenile fantasy. I'll call it a promising start. Fierce ocelots, yeah, that was a cool adventure. Adventure? What about standing up for your men when the camp director made them clean the latrines for 3 days in a row? Man, yeah, right, I forgot about that. And the protest we organized when the canteen gave us forks to eat soup with? We're no goons. Give us spoons. Yes, see? You remember. And how good it felt to have people follow you, trust you, respect you. So, what happened? How did you end up as a corpo rat without any agency? I'm no rat. Allied Corp treats us well. It's a steady job with good benefits. You should try it sometime. So, they bought your soul for benefits. Are you trying to make me feel bad about myself? I'm just thinking out loud. Where did your choices get you? Are you really satisfied with how you ended up drifting with the current, not getting in anybody's way? Because things can still change, you know? If you go back to your ideals and remember how to be a true leader. And how exactly would I do that? You can stand up for your people like you used to do, instead of trying to please the bigwigs. you can make sure working conditions in here are humane. Meaning, let's start with the fundamentals. I can see you care about radiation protection. That's good. Now, I want you to keep it up. That sounds reasonable. Of course, you can't do it by imposing overtime on anybody. What? No overtime? Jeez. The corporation really got to your soul. I'm not negotiating. Just tell me if you're in or not. Okay, I'm in. Good. I hope you can pull it off. Could be a first step to becoming true to yourself again.
Jan? Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm calling with some good news. I managed to build another Rapidium arc.
Wow! Really? That's awesome. I know it might seem boring to you, but I really believe Rapidium can change things. You know? It wasn't always like this. I used to think it was all a big scam, an easy way for corporations to patch their post-crisis budgets with public money.
You need to have more faith in people, Lucas.
I do now. Thanks to you. I started believing again that things can change. Look, I never tell this to anybody, but you should know that back home, my older brother is doing time.
In prison? Seriously?
Yeah. You know how they always catch the little fish? My brother was a good kid, but he was unlucky. Our parents couldn't afford a higher education for us. He had to work, support the family. And where I come from, well, not too many options who you can work for, if you know what I mean. I was lucky. I met Maxwell. He paid my tuition fees.
That really is sad for your brother, but I believe that there's no such thing as no choice.
Of course. He could have let his kids starve. My family used to live off the land, but after water became a luxury, that was no longer possible. And with no education or rich relatives, trust me, alternatives were thin. I'm telling you, I was that close from ending up like him. If it weren't for Maxwell. My grandma says it was a miracle.
How did Maxwell find you?
Simple. He was looking for promising students. And I'd just taken part in a science Olympiad in my country. I had a good result. Very good, actually. And my topic was quantum algorithms. Call it what you want. Destiny. Pure chance. Fact is, Maxwell was going through a tough time in his life too. But that's a whole different story for some other time, maybe.
It was good talking to you.
You too. Good luck. And keep it up, okay? More arcs really could mean a better world. I'll send it out.
Lucas, you there?
Jan, what's the matter?
You didn't by any chance reconsider my request about finding Ben Harris?
Oh, that thing. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest. But if it really means so much to you, I guess I owe you. With all the effort you put in on your side.
Those arcs you've collected, I'm taking this mission seriously. So, I guess I can at least think about it. Okay?
Thanks, man. I won't tell anyone, promise.
Yeah, I know. You got anything more on this guy?
Not really.
Okay. Gotta work with what we've got then.
You can do it.
Let's get this straight. I'm only saying I'll try.
I believe in you, Lucas.
Yeah, sure. I'll get find something.
You know where to find me.
Those things lying around the turret. Could it be someone was trying to fix it?
You must be pretty scared, being the oldest.
Quite the contrary.
Hello?
Jan, Maxwell here.
It's good to hear you. Things are getting more and more tense in here.
Yeah, I know. Lucas told me everything. I set to work once analyzing the data you sent. I won't lie to you. This condition you discovered is something never seen before. I can confirm what you probably already suspect. It is highly probable that it is induced by accelerated brain tissue development which your alters have undergone. I am very sorry this has happened, but nobody could have predicted it. As I've said before, you're a pioneer, Jan. Unexpected setbacks come with the job.
Being a builder is my job.
It's the job you signed up for. But it's not who you are anymore, is it? Not just who you are. You've crossed the threshold, and now, I suppose, well, you have to face the trial.
I don't like how that sounds.
It's understandable. Just try to keep an open mind.
What would I have to do?
Prepare a treatment based on material from a healthy donor.
Donor of what, exactly?
Brain cells.
Great. I volunteer.
That's generous of you, but you can't donate brain tissue.
What? Why not? I'm the only one who's not affected.
Because it would kill you. It's not blood samples we're talking about, but a significant amount of brain tissue. From the cortex.
So, how did you want me to get it?
There is only one solution. You have Rapidium, Jan. You have the womb. All you need to do is create a copy of your body, but without applying the branching procedure. By leaving its mind records blank, you will create a being with no awareness, no feelings, no thoughts. A biological vessel, if you will. A tabula rasa.
Are you seriously suggesting what I think you are? You want me to create an alternate version of myself in order to extract his cortex?
What do you think makes us human, Jan? Our body or our mind? This life form would not be an alter, because it simply wouldn't be human at all. It would only be a body.
So, tabula rasa is doomed to die.
Oh, I see what worries you. The possible existence of the human factor some people call the soul. Personally, I prefer the word used by Avicenna, essence. You see, Avicenna made a distinction between essence and existence, which he thought was the domain of the accidental, or, as you would put it, the choices that shape us. Essence, on the other hand, is that core of a being which endures, regardless of any circumstances. For Avicenna, essence proved that there was a God who created us. For me, it's a whole new field of study. Just think about it. What if we looked at this essence just like we look at any other aspect of a human being? Its body, mind, emotions, something that can be scientifically observed, trained, even enhanced. Isn't that exactly what you were doing with your alters, Jan?
Is that what you want me to do with them? Train them? Enhance them?
Of course not. I was only trying to show you how deeply rooted we are in sentimental superstitions our culture imposes on us. All I'm suggesting is that you look at this empty altar's essence in the same way a sculptor looks at a stone that is too brittle to carve in. There's no logical reason to fear dismissing it. Lucas and I went back to our old research to recreate a piece of code we once discarded. One that allowed for a much more flexible approach to erasing human memories. It can serve you to increase the capabilities of the quantum computer and create a tabula rasa version of yourself.
Upgrade the quantum computer? With the use of your banned research, but what about Ally Corp? What about the consequences for me when they find out about all the rules I've broken? A simple builder? I mean, creating my altars is one thing, but this... I could get accused of much bigger violations.
Can I trust you, Jan?
That depends. If I can trust you.
I'm putting a lot at stake for you. Of course you can trust me. Ally Corp doesn't have to know anything. Whatever happens from now on can stay strictly between you and me. I told you that I'd do anything to protect your mission, and I wasn't joking. Follow my instructions, and I'll take care of everything else.
Ally Corp has a big medical department. My ex-wife works there. Are you sure we shouldn't turn to them for help instead of harvesting this biological vessel against the law?
You managed to keep both your wife and her employers at arm's length for so long, and I can only repeat that it was the wisest decision. You need to believe me, it really isn't in your interest, or the interest of your altars, for them to find out. We can do this. Are you with me?
This is all very confusing. I need to think it through before I make any decisions.
Of course. I'm sure you'll come to the right conclusion. You're a smart man, Jan Dolski. Let me just make one thing clear. My goal isn't to undermine Ally Corp's operations. It's not resentment that drives me. Yes, my career was broken because of their short-sightedness, but I'm not seeking revenge. I just believe that I have a much deeper understanding of the full potential of your mission, and the means to execute this potential. All they could ever do is take the rupidium you've found and use it to boost the prices of their shares. Sure, maybe a few hungry people would benefit as a side effect, but it would all be temporary, insignificant, an opportunity lost. So, no, I'm not against them. But I know that by withholding some information from them, we can achieve so much more. Just think about it, Jan. Think about how much everything you're going through is really worth. Because to the corporation, you are just an instrument. To me, you are a gift.
Lucas, any news?
Yeah. Good news, actually. I managed to get into the candidate database. Your guy does exist.
Seriously? Wow.
And you were right. We have him on the list.
No shit.
Yeah, this is very fresh. The application's still waiting to be processed, but I bet he's got a decent chance.
Works on an offshore rig, which would make him qualified to work as a refinery operator.
Man, that's just incredible.
Want to tell me more about why it's so incredible?
Everything about it. I mean, he works in exactly the same place, in exactly the same role. It's as if that alternative reality existed independently without me even knowing about it.
Wait, so one of your altars knew this guy?
He was in a relationship with him. But there was an accident and died. Man. The refiner is gonna be over the moon when he hears this.
So, what are you planning to do with this information? Will you tell this altar of yours that his boyfriend is actually out there?
I think I'll keep it to myself for now.
Yeah. you can never be too careful. I'm not sure you want to get this guy's hopes up.
What do you mean?
I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen to your alters, right? Even if they survive, we all want the best for them, but imagine your alter ego finding this guy back on Earth and what? Marrying him? It could be a dangerous precedent, don't you think?
Shit. Oh, this is complicated.
Yeah, well, you know them better than me. You'll figure out what to do. My job is done here.
Yeah. Thanks, Lucas. I owe you one.
Don't mention it. Just keep it up with the Rapidium, and we're even.
So, you went away with Ben. Hey, got a minute? I have some news about Ben. You asked about him? And? He exists. And he's alive. Is he? So, he was planning to go to space here as well? Looks like it. And there's more. He seems to be the very same person you know, working on an oil rig and all. It's... honestly, it's amazing. Wow. You know what this means, don't you? No? Tell me. It means... Oh, hell, I don't know what it means, but it's fucking unbelievable. He's real. Now we really need to make it back alive. I need to get back. Yeah, so let's get our asses in gear, cause there's still a long way to go. You're right. But the tide is turning, Jan. I can feel it. And let me tell you one thing, Jan. I've been absorbing you with my problems, but that doesn't mean I don't know life hasn't been great for you. It's given us both some sour berries to chew on. Yeah. You remember Uncle Martin's red currant wine, right? Oh, yeah. It'd say, some people get lemons and make lemonade. I get red currants and make wine. Well, you just proved that we can make some really sweet wine out of those sour berries we got. Thank you. Never stop believing the future can be bright. Huh. I'll try. Hey there. I talked to Maxwell. It looks like he came up with a cure for your condition. Really? Are you telling me there's hope? Yeah, it's some kind of sophisticated treatment based on healthy brain tissue. Maxwell... Oh. That's... ambitious. What do you need me to do? Well, I'll need you to reprogram our quantum computer according to some old piece of code from Maxwell's experiments. He claims it's gonna let us create an awareness-free alter. Awareness-free? The plan is to create a biological vessel from my DNA and extract lots of healthy brain tissue from it. Biological vessel. To produce a healthy mutation-free brain. That makes sense. So, you're okay with it? It sounds like a promising idea. Why would I not be okay with it? Because these are not corporate instructions. Maxwell is clearly pushing his own agenda here. Don't you find it odd that he's so reluctant to consult Ally Court Medical about our problem? It is slightly unsettling, I admit. Are you thinking of talking to them behind his back? I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake to cut Lena off like that. Look, this situation is starting to be a little too emotionally problematic for me. She's your ex, not mine. You decide whether you want to take the risk. Just remember, Maxwell gave us a viable option. Shouldn't we just proceed instead of complicating things? I'm not comfortable with Maxwell's option. Okay then, do as you wish. Call Lena. She's good at what she does, that's for sure. But in the meantime, let me start researching this new QC functionality so as not to waste time in case it turns out Lena can't help us. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. We can do this. Lena? Can you hear me?
Jan?
Hi, Lena.
It's surprising to hear you. We didn't end on a good note last time. They told me you complained that I was interfering with your mission.
What? No, I mean, it must have been a misunderstanding.
Well, it sounded very clear to me. So, why don't you just be honest with me? What is going on with you?
You're right. I'm not making this easy. I'll be honest with you from now on, promise.
So, why are you calling now?
There's something I haven't told you about this mission.
Okay.
Something I had to do. I was instructed to do, but in the end, it was kind of my decision to follow through. But I really had no choice.
What did you do, Jan?
Well, I created a sheep. I had to clone it to test if the rupidium was real.
Well, that doesn't sound like such a crime.
Yeah, I know. But then, I had to move the base somehow, and I couldn't make it on my own, so I used this technology to, well, make a copy of myself.
I'm sorry, but this is just not funny to me. I'm beginning to worry you've completely lost it. Calling me like this in the middle of the night and making up nonsense?
No, Lena, it's true. I know it sounds fucked up, but listen. I have rupidium, and I have a womb, you know, this module. Just think about it. I can make copies of myself. My alters.
Alters? Jan?
Yeah. Because I use the quantum computer to alter their life paths, you know? So, yeah, I know this is crazy, but you gotta believe me, they are different versions of me with different choices they made in life. Lena, you still with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you believe me?
I don't know.
Are you crying?
Just tell me what the fuck you want from me.
They've got some kind of medical condition. My alters. Brain mutation. It could be from being forced to grow so quickly, because I'm the only one who doesn't have it. They're dying. Eventually, they're gonna die, and I won't make it without them, Lena. So, if you want to help me, please look into their MRI scans and tell me if you think there's anything that could be done.
Do you think rapidium-induced growth could be responsible?
My scientist alter said... never mind.
Just tell me one thing. Does Maxwell know about these alters?
He was the one who instructed me to create them.
If it's true, you know I have to report it to the board.
Then you'll get me into deep shit, Lena. Is that what you want?
It's gonna backfire and you know it.
Look, will you help me or not?
Okay. Send me those scans, but I can't promise anything.
Thank you. Can I trust you to keep quiet about it? They're gonna find out anyway. Maxwell just needs time to figure out how to protect them. Corporate games. You hate that shit too.
I don't want to hear another word about Maxwell. That guy's gonna have to explain a lot when you get back.
But you won't tell anybody now?
No, but that doesn't mean I'm okay with it.
I get it. I appreciate it.
Jan, what happens if I can't help you when they die? Will you be able to make it on your own?
I don't know.
In that case, I'll do my best not to fail you. I just hope it's not too late.
Thank you. Bye.